Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Lower East Side as the Central Park Rangers begin their action in their second game of the season. Good morning, everyone, and welcome in as the Central Park Rangers take on the Manhattan FC in the penultimate match of the New York League. The top two teams in the league battling it out near the end of their season. The New York City League, obviously, Manhattan FC and the Central Park Rangers based in the Big Apple. Really, Manhattan FC in their neon pink and Central Park Rangers in their classic white uniforms with red outlines. It'll be the Rangers moving right to left and Manhattan FC moving left to right. So we're about 2 minutes into the match today. The Rangers, just a weak kick towards goal, gobbled up by the goalie. Manhattan and Central Park, two best teams in this New York City League. Just this match and one more to go for both teams as they try to round out a very good season for both teams. One goes out of bounds in Manhattan with the throw-in. Central Park just kicks that away into their own bench. And their throw-in gets some possession towards midfield, but a lot of action at midfield. No one able to push too much into other territory. Manhattan FC in their bright pink launches that, and that'll go too strong and out of bounds as they tried to push forward a little too much. The Rangers in Manhattan looking to try and settle in here early. We're nearing the 5th minute of action here on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. The Rangers, the home team for this match, while Manhattan FC considered the visitors here. Manhattan consistently into Central Park territory as the Rangers finally get some possession in their own backfield, trying pushing forward. The reset in their backfield. Just not able to get anyone too open or allow for an opening as that one's pushed forward as they get a little closer to midfield, but trying to keep possession and a whistle blown there. The Central Park nearly loses possession, but they gain it back and a whistle on Manhattan FC. We have a free kick for the Rangers, and they just keep it in their own backfield. Now on the far sideline, looking to push forward, a nice pass into territory between 4 defenders. Nearly loses it, but regains possession, and now they have a chance. Some open space for the Rangers. A one-on-one, and the Rangers lose that one as pink jerseys surround the ball, and now on the far sideline again for Manhattan. Out of bounds in the throw-in for Manhattan. Just too many players jumbled up on the sideline for much of anything to happen, but Manhattan trying to keep possession and just continues to go out of bounds. Head coach Santos for the Rangers with a little play there is now the Rangers with some moves, nearly goes out of bounds, but saved on some miscommunication on a bad pass. Manhattan now in their own backfield. Return the ball to their own possession. A push and a through ball between 2 defenders. A nice pass. Good move to keep the ball there. Now down the far sideline, just a little too strong. Manhattan with a good chance there to try and get something going near the goal. Some good passes, but a little too strong on that last one, and the Rangers in the 8th minute regain their possession. Rangers working a lot in their own backfield, not able to get much going much further than their third, but now a through ball. So again, these passes just a little too strong, so not able to capitalize on the few chances that have been presented here early. Arm up and a nice pass, but just again a little bit too strong, able to catch up to it before it goes out. Cross in and blocked by a Rangers defender. A really nice play to prevent any action on the goal, and then trying to just knock it away. Just one Ranger in territory, and Manhattan gets that back, so they were able to push into Ranger territory like they have a couple times, but no one able to capitalize just yet. The Rangers now with possession on the far sideline. It's about even in the Manhattan third, but knocked away. Back towards midfield. That one just through the legs of Manhattan. And the White will regain possession. Rangers throw in immediately knocked away, but they'll keep the ball here, just on the far sideline. In the 10th minute here, again, second to last game of the season, is the Rangers now pushing forward. A kick basically on the edge of the third of Manhattan territory, kept on the ground just a little too weak to get past the player in goal. Now Manhattan looks to retaliate. Rangers win the one-on-one. In between, now it's 2-on-2. Rangers across in front of the goal, but a block there for Manhattan is the Rangers asking where was the whistle there. But potential no call there takes away a Rangers chance here in the 11th minute. But the Rangers continue to fight back. They regain possession almost immediately. So back-to-back-to-back chances now in midfield and beyond. Working on the far sideline. Knocked away a lot of Manhattan defenders in the area, so nothing comes of it. But the Rangers still keeping the pressure up, not allowing any space for Manhattan to breathe. Manhattan now pushing on the near sideline, trying to cross back towards the center of the field, but knocked away. Now back at the center of the field, loses possession there. A Rangers steal on the near sideline, but she'll take it out of bounds. Manhattan now with a throw in. To the center of the field and immediately knocked away. Rangers likely won't let it go out of bounds. They'll just take possession on the far sideline near their own bench. Choose to reset. Manhattan in their own, the Rangers in their own territory with the throw in. Game was meant to be started at around 9 o'clock, but the Manhattan net, or at least what is currently the Manhattan net, was broken and had to get a lot of people to come and repair that and fix the net. Still not perfect, but definitely playable here on this Sunday morning. And Manhattan in their pink, representing Mother's Day. Now the Rangers with a shot, a lot of open space, a shot on goal, kept on the ground and not strong enough to get by the goalie. That's the second save, although not super tough save so far for Manhattan. As the Rangers keeping their pressure on, nearly get possession back there. Now a 2-on-1, now 3. Manhattan just tries to knock it away to their own players, and the Rangers back with possession. They'll push back the reset. Out of bounds on the far sideline, and Manhattan will have the throw in. cloudy, somewhat gloomy morning here in New York City on Mother's Day. The atmosphere is quite nice, though. So, got the rivers in the back, somewhat of a skyline. Rangers will just try and clear that, and it gets beyond everyone into Manhattan territory. The Rangers with a shot here. It's knocked away. Rangers didn't start off too hot, and it was Manhattan who was holding the ball mainly in their third, but the Rangers, as of 8th minute, have been really holding their own and pushing this Manhattan defense to the brink. Not been able to get anything through yet, but a couple shots, as now there's a corner here in the 16th minute. They'll choose to send it to the crowd. Just barely goes over everyone, and Manhattan will recover and try and push it out of their own territory. Rangers consistently winning these one-on-one possession battles and just trying to hold the ball as much as they can, find any opening they can, and they've been very good at it so far today. Lose that one, but still keep possession. A through ball, a nice play into the left side near the near sideline, battling between, and it'll go out of bounds. The Rangers will have a throw-in. Try and get it done quick. Get off the head of a Manhattan player and away from their goal. Again, the Rangers keeping up the pressure. Not allowing them to go far. That pass is blocked away. Rangers get possession back. Good pass on the far sideline. Not able to corral it as Manhattan gets possession back. Through and all the way towards the goal and eventually out of bounds. Goal kick for the Rangers. They'll keep it in their own backfield. Whistle blown as the Rangers player goes down, so Rangers with a free kick in possession back. Whistle blown, and not sure what the call is, but Rangers will have a throw in. Pass is kicked back and cleared by Manhattan. Working at midfield, Manhattan's pass is blocked and taken away. The Rangers now pushing themselves, tripped and fall. No whistle. Manhattan now is retaliating with their own action. On the far sideline near their opposing bench, it'll go out of bounds, and the Rangers will take that chance back. Their pass is immediately blocked on the far sideline, and they get their full possession back. It's continuous trade-offs here in 20 minutes of action. That clear is knocked away. A lot of space for the Rangers on that right side. Just two defenders in front of her in the goal, but pass back towards midfield is taken away. Manhattan gets that over the head of a Ranger, but not through all the defenders as Rangers make a Manhattan player fall. White is through, Pink is down. A clear ball, it's a beauty on the left side towards goal. And Rangers lose the one-on-one on the cross in front of the goal. Battle of old and new. Manhattan in their 6th year, and the Rangers in their 27th. Both still pushing towards the same goal of the championship in the second to last game of the season. The Rangers showing their wisdom through their nearly 30 years of action as they've been able to hold more possession and create more chances for themselves, but still nothing. About halfway through the first half of action. Manhattan now pushing into Rangers territory for the first time in quite a while. Tripped up there as a Ranger, and I believe it'll be out of bounds off Manhattan. Excuse me, it'll be off the Rangers, and it'll be a Manhattan corner. The corner is kept low and away from the goal. The Rangers able to knock away that chance. Now pushed deep into the Manhattan territory. Rangers in Manhattan will just let it go, and it'll be out of bounds off the Rangers. Manhattan's pass knocked away. Rangers at midfield push back, trying to reset. Both teams keeping up constant pressure on the defensive side, not giving anyone a break. pushing deep into territory. Manhattan has their chance knocked out of bounds. So it'll be another corner for Manhattan. This time from the far sideline rather than the near one. Last time they chose to keep it away from the goal and low. This time they choose to go high and straight into the crowd, knocked away. But Manhattan with players in their backfield, and then that ball's immediately stolen, cleared just a little too hard, and Manhattan just kicks that way out of bounds. A lot of open space for the Rangers, but good defense and awareness, able to stop it immediately. Rangers with 3 consecutive throw-ins. That one's a little too deep. Manhattan early on has had a lot of their passes, specifically ones at midfield, cut off and stolen from them. A deep clear into the far corner, and Rangers space will go out of play. It'll be another corner for Manhattan, their third of the match so far. That one sent into the crowd, nearly knocked into the goal by the lone Manhattan player in a swarm of Rangers, but Rangers goalie able to keep it away. It looked like the corner was knocked into just a sea of Rangers, but the lone pink jersey in the crowd, nearly all on her own, would have untied this match, but some good defense holds it knotted at 0. We're in the 28th minute now. Rangers with a deep clear. How many players to help them out, and a nice save by the Manhattan goalie. Just able to get her leg in front of it and push it over. Manhattan now with a chance. They're deep into the corner, but pushed out of bounds. Manhattan player is down. On the far sideline and still has not gotten up. She seems to be holding her leg. She trying to push herself up. Sprinting down the sideline, trying to gain possession of the ball. She can only get her leg on it and is forced out of bounds, but potential injury here on the field. Never want to see that, especially in such a crucial time of the season. It's right at the end of the season. Second to last game, these teams playing for the top spot. They're putting all they can into it, and never want to see someone get injured, especially at a time as crucial as this. Both teams will take some time to discuss the game plan as a little break with the injury on the field. Could be a Manhattan corner, their fourth of the match, knocked into the crowd and away by a Ranger head on the far sideline. Through pass is knocked away. Pink jerseys with their possession back. Rangers win a one-on-one. They're now on the far side corner of Manhattan territory. The pass is knocked away and immediately taken away. And then the Rangers with their own steal of the ball, intercepting that pass as well. Swarmed by Manhattan defenders, but able to knock it away to a friendly player and then immediately taken away once again. Shot towards the goal from midfield, not nearly strong enough. Looked like it was more meant for Manhattan player rushing in to try and knock that in, but nonetheless too strong into the goalie's arms. Deep in their own territory, it's 2-on-1. Rangers get the ball, but the whistle blown. Manhattan discussing something with the ref, maybe something about the whistle or a potential foul, but Manhattan with the free kick. Rangers trying to get through and push through the swarm of defenders that in front of the goal and not able to get it done. The Rangers constantly getting their best chances and their best moves whenever they're able to intercept a pass from Manhattan at midfield or take a chance on countering what they just defended against from an attack from Manhattan. Is a slip and fall or potential trip there. No whistle blown. Rangers regain possession once again into the near corner. One-on-one. Try to knock it out of bounds off Manhattan. Isn't able to get it done. Is able to keep it in bounds, but Manhattan gets possession back. Pass is a little too strong. Not able to get there as it rolls out of bounds. Nearly getting towards halftime and really not a lot of shots, a lot of chances for either of these teams. Not many even balls hit in the direction of the goal, let alone strong enough to be a shot at a goal. From the far sideline to the near sideline. Rangers pushing forward, pass is immediately intercepted. Manhattan looking to counter, knocked away, and the Rangers get their possession back. Try to reset at midfield and then into their backfield. Loving the work on the sidelines. Trying to utilize their wings more. Getting up and down the sidelines, trying to work inwards towards midfield. As the pass, again, they tried to go in deep into the corner on the sideline, but it's intercepted. Manhattan pushing forward, a lot of space, trying to clear that towards midfield, knocked away. Again, knocked towards the goal, out of bounds. Excuse us here in production, as I believe our time was a little bit off as we've entered halftime now. We're still knotted at 0-0 as the Central Park Rangers and Manhattan FC continue their tough battle, the penultimate game of the season for both teams. Trying to win their division. We'll have the second half of Central Park Rangers and Manhattan FC in just a couple minutes. And we welcome you back to Rangers Manhattan FC action. I want to go ahead and apologize for the first half. There was a goal scored for the Rangers, so the Rangers currently are up 1-0 over Manhattan. The Rangers now in their white and red, pushing left to right, and Manhattan in the pink, right to left. Manhattan with some early action here, deep in enemy territory. A lot of moves put on for that pass stolen away. Some more insight into what this match really means. Rangers and Manhattan are second and first respectively. The Rangers just 1 point behind Manhattan, and of course a draw would keep them even, but a win would launch the Rangers forward. Rangers with one more match after this. This is Manhattan's last match. So a win for Manhattan would nearly clinch the #1 spot. As a whistle there stops play on the slight contact near the Rangers goal on the header. If there were to be a tiebreaker between the Rangers and Manhattan, the Rangers won the previous matchup between these two teams, so they likely would be the leaders if there were a sort of tiebreaker, but Rangers obviously are not going to want to play for a draw. They'd have to draw here and draw their next game to tie, but the third place team behind both of these teams are, all three of them are very, very close, so both teams, or all three of those teams, are really playing for as many points as they can. Some insight. Manhattan likely going to try and come out and just score as quick as they can, try and tie the game up. So far in the first couple minutes, the Rangers holding a lot of the possession here. The Rangers in their own backfield, holding off Manhattan as best they can. A win here would be absolutely massive for the Rangers. It put them 2 points ahead. Is now deep on the sideline, pushing forward towards goal, but gobbled up. Manhattan covers that chance, keeps them in just a 1 point deficit. Or 1 goal deficit, rather, I should say. Rangers with a deep throw in here, trying to relinquish from their own territory. Knocked away. Rangers able to grab it back. Still on the sideline. Manhattan now falling over the ball, trying to get it in between 4 defenders. Not able to hold on to it, and Rangers get the ball back, clear it, and knocked away, and it'll go out of bounds. Manhattan doing their best to try and limit the Rangers' damage. Ball is forced towards the Rangers' goal, but off target. It'll go out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Rangers into the 51st minute. It's warming up a little here in the Lower East Side. We're hitting about 10:30 in the morning. Game was scheduled for 9 a.m., but the broken, ripped goal on the left side of the field prohibited play for about 45 minutes, so starting a little bit late. Long kick for the Rangers. Manhattan immediately takes it and pushes it back towards midfield, but Rangers now beyond it. Keeping it on the sideline. It's been their game plan for basically the whole match. Just trying to keep it on the sidelines and push it in from there. That one cleared, but knocked away, and it'll go out of bounds right at the Rangers bench. Throw in for the white and red towards the corner. Still on the sideline. Tried to push it in, but Manhattan will clear it. 2 Rangers and 1 pink jersey out of bounds off the Rangers. And Manhattan, they were just deep in their own territory. Now they have a throw in on the opposing side. Near the corner, knocked away, and the Rangers try and get it back. Whistle stops play as Ranger and a Manhattan FC player both go down. It'll be possession for the Rangers, I believe. Excuse me, no, Manhattan. That one's kicked into the group, but out of bounds, and it'll go behind the goal. So bit of a chance wasted there for Manhattan. They're still trying to even the score here. Another whistle there stops play. Entering the 55th minute, the Rangers still holding a lot of pressure on this Manhattan defense, and Manhattan, because of it, really hasn't been able to do much of the offensive side. They've been able to having to use all their resources to just protect against an opposing goal. Not able to get one of their own, trying to knot it up at one. Rangers putting together some nice passes back to back. Another one there is, they're on the third of Manhattan, but that one's knocked away. Rangers looking to reset at midfield. Trip there. No call whistle. This Rangers player still down on the ground. But Manhattan not paying any attention, trying to make some pressure and do something of their own. Kicked it too far ahead of herself and out of bounds. It'll be Rangers ball once again. A long throw in for the Rangers, trying to get it out of their own space. They're able to do it, but pass intercepted at midfield. Another pass lost. The Rangers clear it. 1-on-3. Rangers get it by the 3. A lot of space, but knocked away as a fourth Manhattan player had to come in and keep it away. Now going down the near sideline, crossing into midfield. Rangers now with possession, trying to reset at midfield. Pass to the far sideline near their own bench. Some nice spin moves, keeping possession towards the goal. A bit off target and gobbled up by the goalie. Not enough on it to make it a real chance. But another shot on goal for the Rangers, in Manhattan still trying to put something together here in the second half. Pass to the far sideline, crossing into midfield, trying to get it to a teammate. Knocked away, but stays with the Rangers. A lot of pressure for Manhattan there, putting two players on whoever has the ball at any given moment. Deep into the corner. Pass is a little too harsh, and then knocked away. Manhattan clearing that and out of play. Couple throw-ins back-to-back for both teams as they're trying to battle for possession on the far sideline. Long whistle stops play. Very physical match so far in about 60 minutes of play. Even with the physicality, not a whole lot of whistles given on either side. Refs trying to let them play on. It'll be a free kick for the Rangers. They'll choose to keep it in their backfield. Around the far sideline to the near. And the crowd The Manhattan goalie takes that. Sends it right out of Rangers player, and the Rangers back in. Pass blocks by Manhattan in their own backfield again. About 15 minutes in the second half. Not much going for the girls in pink. Manhattan trying to work quickly. They're still down 1 goal, and that pass is intercepted. Rangers in business. Nice move to keep it away, but Manhattan stays with the defense and blocks the pass. Through in between 2 defenders, but a whistle blown. Might have been offside. The Rangers nonetheless will get possession back. Rangers ball is a through ball deep in territory is taken away. Manhattan consistently trying to work out of their own backfield, and by the time they get to midfield, it's too much pressure from the Rangers. Really not able to get much going. The Rangers, meanwhile, have been able to keep up the pressure, and just like this, continue to take away chances and make them into their own. Bit of a stoppage here, but the Rangers again going to have a free kick in possession. Low scoring affair so far in about 63, 64 minutes. The Rangers in the Manhattan third. Here in the Lower East Side, the turf park here. It also rained yesterday, wondering if that might have or might be currently impacting maybe Manhattan more than Central Park. That ball is cleared and then pushed way out of bounds. You wonder how, with this 1-0 lead and might be getting near the end of play in the second half, how the Rangers choose to play, if they choose to go more defensive and try and hold on to their lead, or if they try and play more offensive and stack up more goals. You also wonder how long it'll take for Manhattan to really get an opportunity, as it might be here with their first corner of the second half. A throw-in deep in territory. Similar to a corner, but goes off the head of a Ranger, and the Rangers with good defense and a Rangers lose the ball, and Manhattan with a kick right over the goal. Just kept it a little too high. But again, good chance for Manhattan, really their best one of the second half. Not able to get it done there. You wonder how aggressive do they start being as the minutes go on and the final whistle draws near. I wonder how many changes might be coming in the next couple minutes as well. Manhattan getting possession again in Ranger territory, but a bad pass forces it out. Long kick from the Rangers into a crowd of players. Manhattan ends up with the ball. Trying to push it back to their own goalie to reset. She'll send it to the near sideline. Back to goal and immediately towards midfield. The Rangers keeping up extensive pressure. They've been doing an excellent job at keeping Manhattan on their toes and not allowing them to get comfortable. Awkward slide there in between two defenders. Manhattan's able to get it through. Then a fall there and a whistle. A foul will make it Manhattan ball. So a free kick near the Rangers' goal. 68th minute. A small wall for the Rangers. But just a large crowd right in front of the goal. The kick goes through around to the right side of the wall on the far side of the field and out of bounds. Rangers clear that into midfield. Too strong of a push through. Rangers trying to fight for it in the corner. The one-on-one. Manhattan gets possession but goes out of bounds. Manhattan with a clear disadvantage here in the second half. One where they down a goal already, but they really haven't had much chances at tying it up. Really haven't been able to show off their skills as the number one team. The Rangers continue to apply pressure, but a little too strong on it as they go out of play behind the goal. Rangers again with another interception on a pass. Easily winning the possession battle as now they reset in their own backfield, and even on what could be inconsequential plays where Manhattan is trying to get comfortable in their backfield, trying to formulate a plan. The Rangers upsetting that momentum that they build. A nice dive and a grab for the Rangers goalie. She's trying to argue that maybe a foul or some kind of bad play for Manhattan is she kind of was stepped over and maybe arguing she was kicked or stepped on. But no call from the referees. Rangers clear it 1-on-2. Rangers with some space. Chooses to wait for her team to catch up with her. Loses the 1-on-1 but gets the call. Now on the far sideline. Manhattan playing with their goalie much more forward, showing they're trying to be aggressive and trying to make do with what they have, get anything done in the next couple minutes, try and knot it up at the very least. Rangers not allowing that to happen. Apologies for the connection issues, but that will be the final minutes of the game as the whistle will be blown and the Central Park Rangers get their 3 points in the victory over Manhattan FC. They secure, or at least for now, secure the top place in the league with the 1-0 victory. The first half goal was all they needed, and a very physical match played here today, this morning on Mother's Day, as the Pink of Manhattan FC cannot quite get it done. They'll lose their number 1 spot, and the Rangers will have to finish out their season one more game, and they hope to hold on to the top spot in the league. But that'll be all for us here in the Lower East Side of Manhattan as the Central Park Rangers defeat the Manhattan FC 1-0. Again, I am Derek Boyer saying so long from Manhattan. We hope you tune in for another Central Park Rangers match soon. Have a good Mother's Day, everyone.